What up guys? So today I'm gonna show you how to make some heat transfers. Transfer. Cool. So first off, a huge thank you to the sponsor Skillshare. The first 500 who sign up get 2 months free on me, and the link's below in the description. So some of the reasons you might want to be doing heat transfer or heat press is if you have like a tricky place that you're putting the design, or if like a size tag, those are kind of tricky. Or another reason might be if like you have a weird texture, like on this weave. So I have 3 different kinds I'm gonna try out. We have the kind that you like print from a printer, and like vinyl iron-on, and then screen printing. So we'll start with these 2 ways, which I haven't done before, and then I'll show you how to do the screen printing, which is how I usually do it. So I'll just take this printer. I gotta go plug this in real quick. Okay. So this comes with parchment paper, which is like the slick paper, and then the print paper that has little blue lines. I'm guessing that's the back, or like the bottom. I'll make sure that it prints on this side. And so I guess we'll just print it, see how it turns out. Cool. So next what we're gonna do is we'll take this, it'll peel off, and then we'll just iron it onto the shirt. I don't want this big white square, so what we're gonna have to do is cut the design out. So now with it cut out, this is how it's gonna look on the shirt, hopefully. So let's go try that. Just take your shirt or whatever you're gonna heat press on, put it on a hard surface, make sure there's no wrinkles. So then with an iron, just begin to press it on there. So I messed up. I forgot to peel off this non-sticky sheet on the back. So I guess we'll just print it out and try it again. There we go. That looks really good, actually. I'm surprised. I didn't think it was gonna turn out that well. So next, let's try out this iron-on vinyl stuff. I think it's just like regular vinyl. If I had like a Cricut or a vinyl cutter, I could probably do like InDesign, but I don't. So we're just gonna cut it out by hand. Thinking maybe if I cut it out to paper size and then print the design on that. So now I'll print it out and see how it works. I printed it out. We'll see if that works. And I'm just realizing now that I cut this out on the wrong side. So we need to be cutting on the white side, on the clear side. I guess I'll try printing that out again. So now we have the reverse image. Now hopefully it'll work. All right, so let's try that again. Alright, so once you get that all cut out, take your shirt or whatever you're gonna heat press on that, press that on, and you're just gonna put that sticky side down. And then I have these little heat transfer sheets that we can put on top, so that when we iron it, it won't like melt the plastic. And you should be able to just peel off the plastic sheet. So it did leave some residue. Some little details got flipped, so the iron-on part didn't stick to the shirt. To fix that, I'm just gonna take a scrap of the vinyl and cut out the missing pieces. Make sure they're flipped the right way. So there's a mat and a shiny side to this vinyl, you want to make sure that it's matte side up. With all the details in place, put that Teflon sheet back over to protect the vinyl, and with the iron, go back over them. And you should be good. I was thinking about coming back over this shirt with the razor to get rid of the little scraps, but I honestly kind of like how it looks, so I'm gonna leave it. Cool. So next we'll try the screen print method. And I just had this screen because I was making some shirts for the Patreons. And I wanted to put this design on this little weave thing. So that's what kind of sparked the idea of this video. So to do that, all you're gonna do is you're gonna print the reverse image on a transfer sheet, or like a Teflon sheet. And then I have, it's heat transfer powder, and you put that on there, and that makes it so that you can press it, basically iron it on. So let's do that. So first, I'm gonna take like a piece of wood, and that goes under the screen, so the screen lies flush on the print. We'll take the transfer sheet, put it down shiny side up. We should be able to just print that right on there. And it looks like it's gonna work. So with the ink still wet, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the powder, and let's make a little Coke line right above the image, and just let it slide down over the ink. Then take the extra powder, put it back in the container. You'll still have a bunch of powder around the image, and so what you're gonna wanna do is just blow off as much as you can. Maybe give it a good shake in, then take a heat gun and just hit it with that for a little bit. You don't want to cure it, you just want to make sure that the powder is adhered to the ink. So if this works, you should just be able to take your shirt now, or whatever you're printing, put your transfer sheet on, and go ahead and iron it on there. Let it cool down a little bit, and sweet, looks like it worked. Now I'm gonna try to put it on this guy, see how it does. So I printed out another heat transfer, and we're gonna go ahead and try putting it on this guy. You want to pull it off slow and make sure that it worked before you just rip it off. But this looked like it worked. Totally flanned out my weave, but it worked. Yeah. So we had those three different kinds: the inkjet printer one, the vinyl transfer, and the screen print transfer. So these are kind of my thoughts. Inkjet printer is really cool for like one-offs, especially if you have a lot of color in your design. Bad problem is if your printer's not very good, you'll get kind of streaks like I did there. But I was really surprised about how well this one worked out. The vinyl cutter one, this might be a really viable one if you have like a vinyl cutter. Or also I really liked the handmade look that you get from cutting out yourself, but also takes a whole lot of time, so I don't know, or it would be very tedious to get the details for this one. But I do like how opaque and like the texture, it's really soft. As for screen printing, this is what I usually do for like my name tags, or for like my sizing tags. This is nice if you have like a lot of things to do, because you can just pump them out, you can just print them. I feel like it's a really quick way to get all the detail, and probably the cheapest way if you're doing a lot of them. So the other question I have is, I'm gonna throw these all through the washer and dryer and see how well they stay. I took those out of the washer. They look good. I honestly couldn't tell the difference. Nothing changed. So yeah. They stayed on. I did try the method where you use a little embroidery hoop from one of my previous videos. That worked out pretty well too. First time it worked super awesome, so I tried it again. And third time I got it. It just took some getting the feel of it, but I got it. So if you guys want to go snag one of these shirts, I have them available on Patreon. And my monthly goal for Patreon was at 4,500, and I was gonna get a shop. But I don't know, that might be a little too lofty of a goal for right now. So the next one that I'm doing right now is just 2,000. So if we can get up to there, then I'm gonna be able to gonna hire some help so that I can get out more content. If you guys want a shirt, or if you guys want to go support me, want to help me get more content out, you can go over to Patreon and grab a shirt and support me there. So cool. So one of the questions that I get is, where did I learn how to do all this stuff? And for most things, I learned from either some rad person teaching me, or just like trying to figure it out myself, or following a tutorial or a class online. And this is where today's sponsor comes in. Skillshare is an online learning community where they have a bunch of classes and courses in a whole bunch of different categories. When you sign up, they'll have you choose like some topics that interest you in these 4 different categories: creative, technology, business, and lifestyle. And from the things that you pick, they'll make a little feed of like recommended classes and whatnot, or you can just search for topics and classes that you might be interested in. So they have a bunch of Skillshare original classes that you'll only be able to find there, and they have some super rad teachers. So one of the things I really like that they do is they break up each course and class into chapters. That way when you're learning things, you can take them at your own pace, and you can always go back and relearn things. If you guys want to learn some of these things, take some of these classes, Skillshare is doing something super rad, and the first 500 who sign up are going to get 2 months free on me. So why not go ahead and sign up, try out those 2 months. If you don't like it, it's cool. If you do like it, one of the best things about Skillshare is, unlike most online courses and classes where you have to pay for each individual class, they offer all of their content, all of their videos, all of their classes, all of their teachers for just $10 a month. So it's kind of like the Netflix of learning classes and trades and stuff and cool things. So why not go try it out? Cool.